Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from the interview training company howtobecome.com, and in this presentation I will teach you how to pass your contract manager interview. So if you have an interview coming up for a contract manager or contracting manager role and you need to prepare for both the most common and the tough behavioural interview questions for any organisation whatsoever, then please make sure you watch this video from start to finish, because I'm going to help you to stand out and succeed. To achieve that goal, this is what I'll cover. I'll start off by giving you a list of contract manager interview questions that I strongly recommend you prepare for. I'll then provide you with example high scoring answers to those questions to help you to succeed. Plus, I'll also make sure to give you some essential tips for passing your contract manager interview before finally telling you how you can download further resources including all of the answers to help you to prepare. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I want to help you to pass your contract manager interview, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button, because this tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, let's take a look at that very first contract manager interview question, which is, tell me about yourself and why do you want to be a contract manager? This is a brilliant opportunity to get your interview off to a flying start and really impress the hiring manager and the interview panel. You can be the standout candidate by focusing your answer on the following things. Number one, focus on the skills and qualities that you have. Do not focus on your home life or your personal life unless it's relevant to the job role itself. Instead, focus on your experience and passion for working in the role as a contract manager and how you're going to add value to their company. That's really important. And a great way to do all of that is to get yourself a copy of the job description, which can be found on the job advert, and take a look at the skills and qualities that they list and match them, align them to your own skills and qualities in your answer. So for example, if on the job description they state they're seeking someone who is hardworking, detail orientated and great at negotiation, then make sure throughout your contract manager interview answers you use those exact terms. So let's take a look at a brilliant top scoring answer that's going to get your interview off to a flying start. Tell me about yourself and why do you want to be a contract manager? Thank you for inviting me to be interviewed for this contract manager position today. As someone with 5 years of experience as a contract manager, I am a detail-orientated and well-organised professional who has a passion for overseeing contractual agreements and ensuring effective business operations. I've developed strong negotiation, risk assessment and legal comprehension abilities throughout my career, which have prepared me to handle complex contract conditions. I've always found that the ability of contracts to safeguard all parties and promote cooperative relationships is something that intrigues me. My strengths are in analytical and problem-solving settings, so contract management is the ideal fit for me. Finding gaps, negotiating terms, and settling disputes excite me because they lay the foundation for long-term business growth. My outstanding interpersonal and communication skills also make it easier for different stakeholders, both inside and outside of the organisation, to collaborate. My dedication to continuous improvement ensures that I keep up with the changing rules and laws governing contract management. And in conclusion, I am a qualified candidate because of my training in business administration and legal studies, my prior experience as a contract manager, as well as my enthusiasm for contract management and my superior analytical abilities. I am eager to share my knowledge and ensure effective contract management to contribute to the success of your organisation. Wow, what a powerful way to really start off your interview and be that standout candidate to the interview panel and the hiring manager. Remember, by giving a confident answer like this to that opening interview question, tell me about yourself, not only will you impress the hiring manager, but you'll also gain confidence in yourself in the rest of your answers to come. So let's take a look at the very next contract manager interview question, which is, what is the main role of a contract manager? This question is being asked to test your knowledge of the role, and the hiring manager also wants to hear that your vision for the role matches their expectations. Again, use the job description to help you match what they are after. That's really important. That job description is your blueprint for success. So let's take a look at a great top scoring answer to help you. What is the main role of a contract manager? As a contract manager with 5 years of experience, I am fully aware and equipped to carry out all duties expected of me. The role of a contract manager includes overseeing and managing the entire life cycle of contracts. For example, I make sure that parties work together successfully and smoothly by doing everything from negotiating and drafting agreements to monitoring performance and resolving problems. Risk reduction, upholding compliance, and cultivating a positive work environment are also essential to the role of a contracts manager and have been priorities of mine in previous roles. My passion for contract management allows me to contribute to the organization's success while ensuring just and advantageous outcomes for all parties involved. Now don't go anywhere, as I still have more interview questions and answers to give you, but when you're ready, click that link in the top right hand corner. It will take you to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download my 21 contract manager interview questions and answers for all organizations to give you the edge in your interview, including the ones that we're covering right now. Okay, here's the next contract manager interview question for you. What are the core skills of a contract manager and what makes a good contract manager? Some great skills that you can mention in your answer are flexibility and adaptability, great communication and listening skills, strong negotiation skills, and that you have a passion for the job role itself. Make sure you demonstrate why these skills are important in your answer. So let's take a look at exactly how you can do that with a top scoring example answer. What are the core skills of a contract manager and what makes a good contract manager? As someone with prior experience as a contract manager, it has allowed me to identify the key skills necessary for success in this position. For example, in order to navigate complex agreements and arrive at mutually beneficial outcomes, it is first and foremost necessary to have excellent communication and negotiation skills. Being meticulous is essential to contract management because even the smallest error can have serious repercussions. I can evaluate risks and spot potential pitfalls in contracts thanks to my strong analytical skills, which help you be ready to handle any problems that may arise. A good contract manager cultivates and maintains positive relationships with all stakeholders in addition to managing documents. Finding win-win solutions is made simpler by having empathy and actively listening to both parties' needs and concerns. Given the dynamic nature of contract management, flexibility and adaptability are also crucial qualities. In order to advance in this field, one must be willing to learn and keep up to date with evolving laws and business practices. In the end, a good contract manager stands out for their sincere enthusiasm for the position. My motivation comes from the satisfaction of fostering fruitful partnerships and seeing to it that our company's interests are upheld. Being a contract manager entails combining your abilities as a proactive problem solver, an effective communicator, and team player. Wow, that's a great answer to that interview question. Let's move on to the next contract manager interview question, which is, why is contract negotiation important? As simple as this question sounds, you need to give a confident and great answer to make sure you don't fail your interview. Demonstrate in your answer your experience or knowledge by listing what the benefits are and why they are important. So here's a great example answer to help you. Why is contract negotiation important? The terms and conditions of an agreement are shaped during contract negotiation, ensuring that both parties are on the same page. It aids in the risk identification and mitigation, strengthening the security of the contract. Negotiation enables customization to meet particular needs, encouraging trust and fairness. It may result in cost savings and legal compliance. A successful negotiation experience also contributes to the development of solid business relationships. This is important as positive negotiation experience can lay the foundation for a harmonious and cooperative relationship for many years to come. In general, contract negotiation is the essential step in producing a win-win and binding legal agreement. Okay, the next contract management interview question is, describe a time when you've handled a difficult contract situation. So you must demonstrate a challenging situation that you have faced that you resolved positively. And positively is the key word here. You must have resolved it in a positive way. As a contract manager, you will regularly face challenges and you will be expected to handle each challenge in a positive, forward-thinking and collaborative manner. So my advice is to structure your answer using the STAR method when answering any tough behavioural interview questions, just like this one. And a behavioural interview question is any question that starts with, describe a time when, explain to me a time when, or tell me about a time when when you did this? Any question that's like that is a behavioural interview question, and my advice is to use the STAR method or the STAR technique to structure your answer. So STAR stands for S is for situation. So you start off by telling what the situation you found yourself in was. You then move on to T for task. What was the task that needed to be carried out? A is for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? And finally, R is for result. What was the end result from your actions? Again, make sure it's a positive end result. So let's take a look at a top scoring answer to help you. Describe a time when you've handled a difficult contract situation. One situation comes to mind from my experience with contract management that was very challenging at the time whilst working with a significant client on a major project for the company. As this particular project moved forward, it became clear that some contract provisions were ambiguous and subject to interpretation. The lack of clarity resulted in disagreements between our company and the client, endangering the success of the project. It was my duty as the contract manager to deal with the situation quickly and come to a compromise that would please both parties. I set up a face-to-face meeting with the client's representatives to address this issue, fostering a relaxed and open atmosphere for the discussion. I paid close attention to their worries and made sure to respectfully and clearly explain our organisation's viewpoint. I worked with our legal team to propose an amendment to the contract that clarified the ambiguous clauses and was in line with the initial intentions of both parties after I had a firm grasp of the fundamental issues. I also maintained open lines of communication throughout this process, giving the client regular updates and making sure they felt valued and included in the solution finding process. Ultimately, our efforts paid off. We came to a compromise that not only took care of the immediate problem, but also improved our rapport with the client. We avoided any further disputes and the project successfully continued. This experience made me realise how important it is to solve problems, communicate effectively, and keep a positive attitude even when things are difficult. It was encouraging to observe how a tricky contract situation handled skillfully could develop into a chance to foster trust and a stronger partnership. So in preparation for your contract manager interview, I also recommend you prepare answers to the following questions. Number 1, in your opinion, what are the most important skills and qualities needed to be a contract manager? How do you manage stressful work situations? Give me a solid example of when you supported an important customer or client who was experiencing a major problem. What is your biggest weakness? Well, that's a tough one. That catches a lot of people out. Describe your management style. Have you ever managed a difficult team? Describe a situation when you had to use your initiative to solve a difficult problem. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? What are your salary expectations in the role of contract manager? Describe a time when you utilised effective negotiation skills. What do you dislike the most about management? Wow, that's a really tough one. So the next thing to do, if you'd like to download example answers to all those questions I just listed, plus all of the other top 21 contract manager interview questions and answers, is to please make sure you click that button in the top right hand corner of this video right now. Head through to my website howtobecome.com, where you can download these slides and get access to all 21 contract manager interview questions and high scoring answers to each question in a PDF guide. You can literally have access and the slides in your inbox within 2 minutes from now. And it's guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your interview and also, more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you're subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as that encourages me to make more videos just like this one. And if you have any questions regarding any job interview with any company, then please do let me know the name of the role or the company in the comments section below, so I can get back to you with even more interview tips and advice. Oh, and don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best with your contract manager interview. Have a brilliant day.